In the heart of the jungle, a superhero known as the Jungle Knight kept vigil. He was a guardian of the jungle and its inhabitants. The jungle was a place of beauty and danger where he faced many challenges. The Jungle Knight was not alone in his fight against evil. His loyal companion, a large black panther named Shadow, was always at his side. Shadow's strength and agility were unmatched in the jungle. Their common enemy was a vile creature named Viper. Viper was a massive serpent known for his venomous bite and malevolent nature. Viper sought to destroy the harmony of the jungle. Jungle Knight was revered by the inhabitants of the jungle. They regarded him as a guardian, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. They knew that he was their only defense against Viper. One day, Jungle Knight received a distress call from a tribe deep within the jungle. Their water source had been poisoned, and they suspected Viper was behind it. Jungle Knight and Shadow immediately set out to investigate. When they arrived, they found the once crystal clear water now murky and poisonous. Jungle Knight knelt down, examining the water, confirming their worst fears. Viper was indeed behind this. They followed Viper's trail deeper into the jungle, their resolve unwavering. Jungle Knight and Shadow were determined to bring Viper to justice and restore the jungle's harmony. Their journey was fraught with challenges. They encountered treacherous swamps, dense undergrowth, and dangerous creatures. But they pressed on, driven by their commitment to protect the jungle and its inhabitants. Viper, aware of their pursuit, set traps to delay them. Jungle Knight and Shadow had to rely on their wit and agility to evade these traps and continue their pursuit. They finally cornered Viper in a clearing. The massive serpent hissed menacingly, ready for battle. Jungle Knight and Shadow stood their ground, prepared for the fight ahead. The battle was fierce. Viper attacked relentlessly, but Jungle Knight and Shadow fought back with equal ferocity. They knew that the survival of the jungle depended on their victory. Jungle Knight, armed with his trusty jungle blade, clashed against Viper's venomous fangs. Shadow, too, pounced onto Viper, distracting him long enough for Jungle Knight to strike. Despite the odds, Jungle Knight and Shadow managed to defeat Viper. They ensured that the serpent would no longer pose a threat to the jungle and its inhabitants. With Viper defeated, the jungle's water source was restored. The tribe was relieved, and they thanked Jungle Knight and Shadow for their bravery and protection. Jungle Knight and Shadow returned to their vigil in the heart of the jungle, knowing that their mission was far from over. They would continue to protect the jungle and its inhabitants from any threats that may arise. The jungle, once again, was at peace. The inhabitants went about their lives, comforted by the knowledge that they were under the protection of Jungle Knight and Shadow. As the sun set, the duo watched over the jungle from their perch high in the trees. They were the guardians of the jungle, always ready to face whatever challenges the jungle presented. The tale of the Jungle Knight and Shadow spread throughout the jungle. They became legends, symbols of hope and resilience. They were the defenders of the jungle, and they would always be there to protect it. Their story served as a reminder to all the jungle's inhabitants. They knew that in times of trouble, they could count on Jungle Knight and Shadow to come to their aid. Life in the jungle continued, peaceful yet vibrant. The inhabitants lived their lives, secure under the watchful eyes of Jungle Knight and Shadow. Jungle Knight and Shadow continued their vigil, tirelessly protecting the jungle and its inhabitants. They were the jungle's guardians, and they would stop at nothing to ensure its safety. Their tale of bravery and resilience echoed throughout the jungle. Their story served as a beacon of hope, a testament to their dedication to protect the jungle at all costs. As long as there were threats to the jungle, Jungle Knight and Shadow would be there to face them. They were the guardians of the jungle, and they would always be there to protect it. The jungle was their home, and they would defend it with their lives. They were the Jungle Knight and Shadow, the defenders of the jungle. The story of their bravery and dedication spread throughout the jungle, inspiring its inhabitants. They knew that they could rely on Jungle Knight and Shadow to protect them, no matter what. Jungle Knight and Shadow stood as a beacon of hope in the heart of the jungle. They were the guardians, the protectors, the defenders of the jungle and its inhabitants. Their story served as a testament to their courage and determination. They were the Jungle Knight and Shadow, the heroes of the jungle, always ready to face any challenge that came their way. As long as the jungle needed them, they would be there. They were the guardians of the jungle, and they would always be there to protect it. And so, the tale of the Jungle Knight and Shadow continued. They were the guardians of the jungle, always ready to protect it from any threats. They were the heroes of the jungle, and their story would continue to inspire its inhabitants.